the eternal war between two classic enemies, Mario and Bowser, Link and Ganon, a casual and a tryhard? The rivalry between the person who works all day and only wants to relax, and the person who plays all day and only wants to win just one more match is so hard. Actually, they're like oil and water, like Dexter. He has developed the expertise level of playing Halo without a mouse. That freaking tryhard. Its eyes want something different. So how the hell do they coexist in the same video game? What motivates them to play that way? Is that an older guy really a casual? Or is a tryhard casual? What do developers have to do to retain both of them? What?
I get it. Yeah, lots of questions, right? Can you start answering them?
Of course I can. The real question is, am I going to do it? Nah, just kidding. How the hell did we come to this point where players are clearly divided into two? Those who want to have a good time, and those who want to win the world championship in every single public match. I can tell you, I've been on both sides. I've been on the dark side and the light side. What exactly changed in me? I mean, I'm the same person. It's not like a reptilian replaced me. Like the internet says about a lot of celebrities. The other day I even saw a comparison between this Roblox walk and Joe Biden's walk. If you pay attention, you can see a resemblance. If my content wasn't about video games, I definitely would make a video about crazy conspiracy theories. But for now, I can start by telling you that the tryhard is a person who has that competitive instinct. They have a freaking lion within themselves, the same one that doesn't allow them to relax. They're playing Candy Crush and they wanna win. They're playing COD and they wanna win. They're playing rock, paper, and scissors and they wanna win. They're like a hunter who wants to hunt prey, no matter if it's your uncle who barely plays or you who play a lot and still suck. I got you, bro. Here's the problem. You're meant to use only one of those things called controllers. I can tell you're not tryhard. So what about the casual? What does he want? Well, the casual only wants to have fun, you know, to have a chill time. There are often adults who use video games as entertainment. Basically, if you're a tryhard, this is your ultimate destiny. Believe me, I used to be a tryhard, but once you have more things to do, you barely have time to play. And if you succeed at tryharding, you're gonna reach the ultimate privilege of playing video games all day and being paid for it. You'll become a pro player or at least a content creator. How many people who play video games are out there? 100 million? 500 million? No, it's 3.3 billion people. As you can imagine, there are all kinds of players. Those who only want to play Souls-like, those who only want shooters. My god, out there are people who only play horror games, and that's not the words. There are so maniacs who only play gacha games. They're not satisfied with giving up their life in one gacha game. No, they want to play many of them at the same time. If you're one of them, I highly recommend you changing the kind of games you play, or at least getting a job. By the way, what do you think is the most popular platform among gamers? It's hard to me to say it, but it's mobile. That's right, the debate is officially over. Mobile players are in the same boat of us. 49% of people who play video games worldwide only play on smartphones, and here's some life-changing data. If you're watching this video, the chances that you're a true casual player are pretty low, because the average casual player is older and female. I'm not even joking, that's a fact. Yeah, those of you shouting I'm a casual from the rooftops in reality are core players. The average console and PC player. The real casual is your mom playing Candy Crush on her phone. For the purposes of this video, I'll keep calling us casual. I don't want to change the title any more than a tryhard wants to lose a match. But why does this happen? On one side, there are people laughing and having a good time, and on the other, people screaming at the screen because others aren't taking this match seriously. That's because the motivation behind picking up the controller or keyboard, you know what I mean. This might sound crazy, but tryhards or hardcore players find the self of competition and challenge that we as humans have. Tryhards ready to take all those natural tendencies into video games. So when you're kicked out of that public match just because it wasn't your finest day, it doesn't mean you're wrong. It means your team chose the wrong mode to play. My god, if you wanna win every single public match, then play ranked mode. I'm serious here? That's the whole point of that mode. Casual or core players really want to have a good time overall. I mean, everybody wants to win, but casuals prioritize fun. As a casual, I only want to have fun and kill time. As a tryhard, I want to destroy my opponent and always win. Which is right? Both. And let me tell you something, both are necessary in every game. A game needs players who know it inside and out, because if there are bugs, these people will notify the developers and help fix the game for everyone. Of course, they're going to take advantage of the flaws in the meantime. Oh, soldier! Where were you? I was under the map, I think. God left something to help us. What the hell are you talking about? Go secure the objective. Yes, sir. Enemy is coming. You crush one. Take it down. Oh God, best work. And the game also needs a lot of casual players because casual are the majority. So at this point, it's nothing bad. You have some Tryhards being like meta against the Shinobi army, and you have the army. Both have their role. The problems start with the social aspect of games and are amplified by content creation. Let me explain. We have to consider that core and hardcore gaming coexist in multiplayer video games. So naturally, each side wants things aligned with their motivation. The casual side perhaps wants a calmer experience, easy to learn and ready to have fun, while the hardcore side wants something that actually requires effort and gives a sense of progression and competition. This was one of the main topics when it came back to the Battlefield 6 beta. Casual players like me enjoyed that beta a lot. It was like a lie in this dark world of multiplayer. And yes, I'm talking about you, Call of Duty, but for some reason a bunch of content creators were making suggestions about, for example, the movement. The movement in that beta was exactly what you can expect for a new Battlefield, and Tryhard content creators weren't happy about it. They said it was too simple. When it comes to content creators, there are two types: the Tryhards and those who entertain their audiences by having a good time. I'm not saying hardcore creators are bored unless they destroy everything while playing. What I'm saying is that hardcore creators make suggestions that fit their hardcore interests. The problem is when developers listen to them and affect the rest of the players. Yeah. I know it's a one game, but what do you think, Tyler? Would it go with a jetpack, with very complex mechanism? Someone dedicates 100 hours to it, it became basically unkillable. It's a good idea, right? This freaking streamer's full of shit. So have the purpose media between these two sides. In single player games there's no problem at all. Developers can make any kind of difficulty and keep everybody happy. You can have permadeath modes, more realistic settings, sometimes not hard, and many other things that can create a harder experience. On multiplayer games, things get a little harder. How the hell are they going to keep all players happy? I mean, people can barely agree with this car accident. Well, actually, I think everyone agrees that rivalry is stupid. One tactic I've been seeing recently for keeping all kind of players happy is creating more modes. The single strategy that always works is to create a ranked mode. By doing that, you give players a choice. Do you feel chill and want to have a good time? Then play public matches. Do you feel strong and want to see who yells the most? Then play ranked mode. But what about games whose average player is so good that represents a wall between a new player and a chill time? Let's take Fortnite for example. When the game became too tryhard for people who actually worse, what did it do? They created a mode without the building mechanic, and with that tryhards were reduced to normal players, relying only on their aim. No more building and per stay in the blink of an eye. And when the community got bored of playing without building, and they want to play a bit more competitively in normal mode, what did they do? They added bots and created settings that fill the gap between casual and tryhard. Without having to zigzag the mouse across the screen, you were able to get faster. Some tryhards weren't happy with that decision. Of course, they ended up mastering the new setting. But at first I felt like all the time I had spent mastering the original editing was thrown into the trash. Of course, getting new mods for every single kind of player has the drawback of overly dividing the player community. But Fortnite can't afford that. What about games that can? How do they keep players happy whether they're casual or hardcore? For casual players, it's not that hard to keep them happy. Just make an entertainment game that's relatively easy to learn. With hardcore players, it's a little bit more complicated because they desire challenge and competition. If the gameplay of your game doesn't have hyper complicated mechanics that are hard to master, how do you keep them playing? You add challenge and things to complete. That's easy. For example, in COD, when I had lots of leisure time, I really enjoyed completing the camo challenge and tried to get the cool calling cards, like dropping your first nuke, or even better, dropping your first nuke in free-for-all. That kind of stuff really made me want to play the game. Right now, as a casual, I don't really pay attention to that kind of stuff. I only want to have a good time, but I'm sure there are still people who give importance to that kind of stuff. I don't want my first video to be too long. I'm going to create a lot of videos about video games, about all interesting things related to video games in general. So if you like this kind of video, please subscribe, follow me on social media, and see you next time.